but history is a great teacher. Let's walk through it. Let's roll back in time. Okay, I'm going to give you 6 examples. Let's roll back in time back to 1922. In 1922, the Post Dry Cereal Company led the world in terms of being the number one cereal for dry cereal in the world. Some of the brands that they have currently today, they didn't have back then, but the Post Cereal Company made a grave decision. In 1923, they decided to cut their advertising almost back to none. Their thought probably was, we are the market leader, no one will catch us. Why do we need to protect our turf? We are dominant in our market. What they didn't expect was that another company dug deep. This company doubled their marketing spend and launched new products during the Great Depression. This other company, Post's competitor, they exited the Great Depression with the number one market share for dry cereal, and they maintained that dominance for almost 20 years. That company was Kellogg's. Kellogg's rode the wave of supremacy all the way through 1952 when they launched Tony the Tiger. There's only one other character attached to a brand, a cartoon character, attached to a brand that's more well-known than Tony the Tiger, and that person is, that cartoon was, you probably guessed it, Mickey Mouse. Let's roll forward 1980 to 1985. So from the 30s to the 80s, we skipped a bunch of time, but 30s to the 80s, here we go. McGraw-Hill Research analyzed 600 companies covering 16 different industries from 1980 to 1985. Somebody just asked this question, how does this apply? Let me be vividly clear. History is a great teacher. What we're learning now is that companies that spend money on marketing almost always not only survive, but they thrive at the end. Let's look at the black bar. So the recession hit in between years 2 and 3 on the graph. The left is total sales for those 600 different companies in 16 different industries. All right, black bar. The black bar, those represent companies that did not cut marketing in years 3 and 4. Recession starts between years 2 and 3. They don't cut marketing in years 3 and 4, and look what happens. Their profits go through the roof, even during a recession. Red bar. The red bar is companies that cut in both years 3 and 4, like a lot of your advertisers are doing. They cut their spending in years 3 and 4. Look what happened to their profits. They had minimal growth at best. It was negligible growth. Compared to the black bars, look at the companies in black. They doubled their sales over the course of 4 years. And those companies that cut during the recession, they barely had any growth. They barely survived. Now to the purple bar. Purple bar. They cut in year 2, but they did not cut in year 3. So those are the folks that were like, aha, I see this coming, let's cut. Well, that might be those people that are like, oh, let's pause. Let's pause our campaign. Let's pause our ads in the paper. Well, look what happened. So they cut in year 2, they did okay in year 3, and then they just plateaued. They went down in year 4, barely went up in year 5, and then they were back in year 6 where they were in year 3. Not a good growth scenario. How about the orange bar? The orange bar is companies that cut in year 3, but not in year 2. So they went into the recession with strong advertising, and they cut it in year 3, and look what happened in year 4. Boom, the bottom falls out. Then they probably turned back on their advertising in years 5 and 6 to recover from it. But still, had they followed the plan of staying the course, they would have probably ended like those black bar companies after the recession subsided.